KPBS On Demand is supported by Splatero, helping homeowners pay off debt by offering streamlined access to your home's equity with no additional monthly payments or new debt. Splatero provides a lump sum of payment in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Pre-qualification is available at splatero.com.
Good morning, I'm Matt Hoffman. It's Thursday, March 31st. A former nursing home worker found guilty of sexual assault. More on that next, but first, let's get to the headlines. A sailor accused of setting fire to San Diego-based USS Bonhomme Richard will go on trial in September. Ryan Sawyer Mays is charged with arson and willful hazarding of a vessel. It's for allegedly starting the fire in July of 2020 while the ship was docked at Naval Base San Diego. The fire took several days to get under control. The ship itself was later declared a loss and decommissioned. Prosecutors allege that Mays was disgruntled with the Navy after dropping out of the SEAL training program. Mays denies the allegations. Today is a state holiday honoring the late Cesar Chavez. He was co-founder of the United Farm Workers Union. California is one of just 10 states with a public holiday that honors Chavez. Many government offices are closed in observance of the holiday. San Diego County-run vaccination and testing sites are on that list. Some county recreation centers will also be closed. In the city of San Diego, trash pickup will continue as scheduled. Those who get their trash picked up by private collectors should check their pickup schedules. City pools, libraries, and all the public buildings in Balboa Park will also be closed today. But if you're leaving the house, there's some good news. All the parking meters, time restrictions, and yellow zones will not be enforced. The Omicron subvariant that has caused COVID-19 cases to skyrocket in the UK is now the dominant strain of the virus here in the US. The CDC says the BA2 variant now accounts for nearly 55% of all COVID cases. Health officials are warning that the highly contagious variant, coupled with lower mask use, may cause an uptick in cases. Dr. Eric Topol is the director of the Scripps Research Translational Institute in La Jolla.
It's hard to know how bad this wave is going to be because we've recently just got through such a big one with the Omicron BA1. And in fact, it's estimated about 40% of Americans got BA1, and there was a huge number of breakthrough infections because it just spreads so easily. This one can be worse, but we have some immunity built.
From KPBS, you're listening to San Diego News Now. Stay with me for more of the local news that you need.
KPBS On Demand is supported by the National Conflict Resolution Center. Geopolitics, a divisive election year, and strained budgets are all topics that can create tension in the workplace. NCRC can help workplace leaders navigate polarizing issues with the Culture, Communication, and Conflict Certificate. More at ncrconline.com.
A former caregiver was found guilty of sexually assaulting a woman at a local nursing home. A jury in El Cajon made the decision yesterday after hours of deliberation. KPBS's Amitha Sharma says the jury was deadlocked on whether the caregiver attacked two other alleged victims.
The jury took 10 and a half hours to find ex-certified nursing assistant Matthew Flukiger guilty on 2 counts of committing a forcible lewd act on a dependent by a caretaker, plus a 3rd count of committing a lewd act but without using force. All 3 counts were for acts on a woman who lived at Parkway Hills Nursing and Rehabilitation in La Mesa. But the jury hung on whether Flukiger sexually assaulted 2 other women at different nursing homes. 11 jurors said he was guilty. 1 disagreed. No word yet on whether prosecutors will retry that portion of the case. Amitha Sharma, KPBS News.
Contract negotiations are resuming between the employees and owners of 3 major Southern California grocery chains. Workers at Ralph's, Vons, and Albertsons are preparing for a possible strike if a deal cannot be made. KPBS reporter Tanya Thorne spoke with grocery workers who are hoping for a resolution.
The United Food and Commercial Workers Union has authorized a strike if progress isn't made in the negotiations. The union is asking for a raise of $5 an hour over 3 years. The latest offer from the stores was $1.80 an hour. But Mike Ryan, a union steward and worker at the Albertsons in Rancho Bernardo, says they are staying optimistic.
I was told that both sides have met halfway on certain things. I see some positive things from the conversations that they've been having. The union's been doing a great job keeping us informed.
While Ryan hopes an agreement will be reached, other workers aren't taking their chances and are preparing for a strike. On Wednesday, members met at their union headquarters to make picket signs in case a strike is called. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
In the South Bay, people lined up for hours in Chula Vista to get some free gas yesterday. KPBS reporter Kitty Alvarado tells us that some people were running out of fuel just waiting in line.
Morning, number one.
Number one.
To be number one, that driver left her home by 4 a.m. By 7, the line for the gas giveaway in Chula Vista was hours long. So long, car batteries died during the wait, and others were on the brink of running out of gas. And some simply gave up.
So yes, I'm about to head to work right now.
The problem? She was stuck between 3 rows of cars with no way out. But for many, like Barbara Bruce, this was a way out, a way to lessen the pain of high gas prices.
Food, of course, we cut way back. I go to the grocery store and I just get upset.
The gas giveaway was organized by Shane Harris and the People's Association of Justice Advocates. Harris says gas prices are forcing working-class families to make tough choices and called out politicians who promise relief.
These people are coming down to serious decisions. So it should not be hard for our elected officials to have a heart.
Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.
Today's Cesar Chavez State holiday has deep roots in San Diego County. Students here have been organizing service clubs in honor of the late leader. KPBS education reporter MG Perez has more.
Since 2000, when California recognized the holiday, Cesar Chavez service clubs have been organized in elementary and high schools across San Diego County. Their mission is to follow one of the late farm leader's core values: help someone. During the pandemic, service club students called Chavistas raised more than $200,000 for a relief fund to help families in need pay for food, rent, and medications. In turn, the Chavistas also get support. Jonathan Burgos is a mentor who walks students through the tough college application process.
Our Chavistas deserve careers that are not just high-paying, but have full benefits. That's the way that we can raise our communities out of generational poverty, is through college.
This year, Chavistas have been accepted at schools like USD and the University of Chicago. MG Perez, KPBS News.
Coming up, spring break is here for thousands of local students, but for some, the learning isn't stopping. More on that next.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Paint Care, offering households and businesses in California more than 800 leftover paint drop-off sites for recycling. Quantities of 100-plus gallons of paint may qualify for a large volume pickup. Learn more at paintcare.org.
This week is spring break for many students across San Diego County, but the learning hasn't stopped for some young kids who are working on their own original short films. KPBS education reporter MG Perez takes us to City Heights for this story.
The Media Arts Center of San Diego and the San Diego Foundation are sponsoring the movie-making camp for elementary school spring breakers this week. The 6 to 12-year-old students are learning every part of the production process, including script writing, directing, editing, and sound design. Even at this young age, there are creative differences. Devon Jones is one of the teaching artists.
You have two different perspectives. If you can combine it together, makes it even better. But if not, you're just going to have to take one for the team. Okay, I'll do your idea this time. Next time, we're going to do my idea.
Scholarships and grant money helped many children attend for free at the City Heights Library Idea Lab. Their movies premiere with a showcase for parents and friends Friday. MG Perez, KPBS News.
Michael Mizrarini has worked as a choreographer most of his career, but more recently, he's turned his attention to playwriting and to horror. KPBS arts reporter Beth Accomando says his new play, A Twisted Bargain, premieres Friday at the 10th Avenue Arts Center.
The infamous Leopold Loeb case from the 1920s inspired Michael Mizrarini to write A Twisted Bargain. He wanted to explore why two young men would want to kill a 14-year-old boy just to see if they could execute the perfect crime.
I wanted to write a play about where I thought their minds work. I think a lot of it has to do with true crime. I have a desire to better understand the unthinkable capacity for cruelty and what makes a person tick and think like that, because I think I could never do that, but I really want to understand why a person could. And so this play is my idea of why they do the things they do.
Mizrarini has moved the story up to the present day and to San Diego.
We have to plan the details.
I know.
La Jolla Cove?
No. Torrey Pines Glider Port.
Torrey Pines?
Yeah, people have died there before. They bounce off every crag, every ledge before they hit bottom.
Very easy to stumble and lose your balance.
Especially if you're drunk.
Which he will be.
A Twisted Bargain is the first of 3 plays in what Mizrarini is calling a trilogy. A Twisted Bargain premieres Friday and runs through April 10th at the Forum Theater at 10th Avenue Arts Center in downtown San Diego. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.
That's it for the podcast today. As always, you can find more San Diego news online at kpbs.org. I'm Matt Hoffman. Thanks so much for listening. We're just one day away from Friday. We'll catch you back here tomorrow.
KPBS On Demand is supported by Latino Legacy Foundation, presenting their Storyteller series, Reach for the Stars with Ellen Ochoa, the first Latina astronaut. Welcome Serenade by the all-female mariachi Amapolas, Sunday, June 29th. More at latinolegacyfoundation.org.